So if you haven't heard, the Cadets are done. Parent company is bankrupt thanks to lawsuit, and here we are dealing with the aftermath of that. And I thought I'd come to you just like I came to you all those many moons ago, doing a vlog every single day when I was on tour with the Cadets. So this year, Rocky Point Vlog turns 10 years old in the form that you know it today. 10 years ago, I started a daily vlog with the Cadets. In summer 2014, I started a daily vlog mostly, which ran into 2015, and then I aged out. I was a member of the Cadets from 2013, 2014, and 2015. I marched Mellophone and then French horn that last year. And if you've been around the channel, you know that the way that this channel functions and how it exists and its I shouldn't say popularity, but the following that it is garnered over all of these years is because of those 2 seasons of doing a vlog every day and showing people what it was really like to be a member of the Cadets and to do drum corps and all of that. And I think that was super valuable because that before I joined the Cadets, that's what I wondered is like, what is this whole drum corps thing about? What is it like to be a member of the Cadets? Because they were, you know, taken as serious and robots. And then you see this and there's way more humanity. And nowadays, you know, with drum corps, you see a lot more of this, seeing the inside scoop. Social media is way more prevalent, that kind of stuff. And I was really like very blessed and very excited that I got to be a part of the beginning stages of that before it ever really kind of became a thing that everybody did. Just not for the fame, but just to document and go back and watch and give people a taste of what it was like to be a part of it. And that was super cool. So this year we're hoping to hopefully do some sort of Rocky Point anniversary get together with the people that were on, look back over some things. It's going to take some planning, but we're going to try to get that done. All that to say, let me tell you about why the Cadets were important to my life and to where I am now. And if you're a person that marched Cadets, has an affiliation with Cadets, if the Cadets changed your life in any way, go ahead, leave that story below. I just want this to kind of be a space where we reflect on that. For me, I wanted to do drum corps since 2009. That was my freshman year of high school. I really figured out what drum corps was when my high school band went to a local drum corps show in Salem, Virginia. We saw the likes of Crossman and Mandarins and Carolina Crown. Carolina Crown was the one that did it for me. The Grass is Always Greener, one of my favorite shows of all time. And I was like, you know, because I was on the fence about doing marching band, but I was like, you know, this will be something that I'm really, really excited about. Just how cool it was. It was so different than what I had in my mind. And we saw it, and I was like, one of these days, maybe I'll do that. You know, it starts off that way, and then the year after that, I saw the same show again. I was like, you know, that's really cool. Maybe I could do that. The next year after that, I was like, oh man, this is so crazy. More strong feelings to wanting to do it. And then the year after that, my senior year, I was like, okay, I have to do it. And the Cadets won their last world championship, the 10th world championship. The 10th world championship in 2011, which was my junior year of high school. A friend of mine was marching at the time, who's actually taken over where I used to be the band director. Adam Singer, we went to high school together. Anyways, he marched 2011. I got to see him do it. I was like, this is so cool. I wasn't sold on Cadets at that point, but so much of my traditions, because my band director marched Cadets in 91 and 92. My high school band director did. And yeah, just so much of what was my, the culture of my high school band program came from the Cadets. And I didn't even know it at the time. And that's kind of what made it a perfect fit. For me in the end. I went and auditioned for drum corps at a place closer to home for me. It was a year they were really competitive, and that seemed to be their only focus at the time. I was not ready going straight out of high school for that, and they were way too intense. It didn't feel like family. It didn't feel like they wanted me to be there. Way too many people auditioning. It just felt like I didn't belong. And I walked away from that thinking, well, maybe drum corps isn't for me. I'll just be a fan my whole life if this is what it is. Very, very cutthroat and negative, and like nobody wanted anything to do with me. Even if I wasn't there to make the corps, I didn't feel like people cared about me as a person. And I hear that that's better at that drum corps now in today's world, but that's besides the fact. And so my band director said, oh, cool. How was your audition weekend? And I was like, it was terrible. I don't think I'd probably just be a fan. And he was like, so have you contacted Adam about going to the cadets? He didn't even give me an option. And so I went up and I gave cadets a try. I was scared out of my mind. It was January. And what I found was this group of misfits. I don't want to like say that they were like bad or weird people, but we were just this band of misfits that like meshed really well together and made really great music. But we were all quirky. We were all crazy. And I think that's what I loved about it is we were goofballs who were serious when it was time to be serious. And we made really great music together. And so I heard back a month later and I got in and was scared out of my mind. And in going into the summer of 2013, I had no idea what I was getting into. And there were a lot of really hard moments, but I almost quit. I flew home 10 days after getting into spring training to graduate high school and then flew back. But on the way to the airport, I was thinking, I could just not come back. And because it was hard, it was really hard. I wanted out. What kept me coming back? I couldn't let down these people that I just met. They were awesome. I could not leave them in a place that I felt like I let them down. And some of those people they had bets that I would quit, but they're some of my very like lifelong friends. I don't talk to a lot of them the majority of the time, but when I do, it's like we had no time has passed other than the stories that they get to tell me that I wasn't there for. And for that, I'm forever grateful. The people there changed my life. Teachers, friends, the people that I marched with, that I barely talked to, that I saw in passing, that I'll see sometimes in the marching arts or in various different band formats that we randomly appear at the same show or in the same town, and we still get to either say hi or something. Like, every single person that was there impacted my life in some way. And I'm truly grateful for that. I wouldn't be the teacher I am today if I didn't spend those 3 summers there learning how to teach better while getting better at the craft myself. I learned more there than I did in college. I'm being honest. I learned more with my tuition at Cadets than I did with my tuition in my music ed major. Just because it was real hands-on experience and we were all there for the same goal, and that's all we did. It was simple, but the most difficult thing I'd ever done. And so the cadets changed my life in meaningful ways. So many meaningful ways. And if you really need proof of that, I mean, look at this clip from my age out speech that I gave in 2015. I mean, I cried like a baby. None of that was planned. I didn't type that out. I didn't think about too much of what I was going to say. I just stood up and spoke from the heart. And to see this organization, pass on after 90 years, hit like a ton of bricks. It's like, I knew it was coming just from the inner circles of being in the cadets realm. And it's like knowing your family is one of your loved ones is on life support, or, they don't have long, they have a terminal illness, and it's coming. And you prepare yourself, but they still go, and it still hurts just as much, even though you knew. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. So I can't imagine being someone that had marched in 2023, getting to 2024 and realizing you're not going to age out with the Corps, or you're going to, they'll come back in 2025. They're never coming back because of this situation. And that's heartbreaking for those potential memories. And I hope that people make that return. I hope that the people find a home elsewhere, and that I think the moral that I'm taking away from this, as a past cadet for as long as possible, the cadets organization is gone, but the culture and the culture of hard work and determination and what the cadets stood for will live on through everybody that has marched there, as long as we continue to put that into whatever work we do, whoever we teach. Regardless of what the profession is. And for that, I hope that my current students in elementary land and my students from when I taught high school, anybody that I've interacted with, I hope that has become apparent. The cadets don't make up my identity, but they are a large part of why I've gotten to do what I've gotten to do. And I am proud to have marched in the cadets. I'm proud of the story that got me there, and I hope that what we've learned there, we now have more of a gumption as past cadets to pass that on to a next generation, whether it be at our jobs, even if it's not band related or anything music related. We pass that on at our jobs, at our places of education, at our day-to-day lives, the grocery store. I hope people see that we are trying to live life 1% better every single day. So catch up with some of those people in your life. Make meaningful conversations with people, and just remember that you're always a cadet. And FHNSAB, I'm sad. Reach out with a story in the comments, and we will talk soon. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. Here we grow.